These niggas thought it was whatever you thought it was.
It's your boy. We back, man. Episode 2, man. Welcome to Intuition, man. If you are just now joining the family, thank you. Welcome. This is the Intuition Podcast with yours truly, Cody Sneed, SDS, where our slogan is the art of trusting what you feel and where instinct meets insight. First of all, I want to give a special shout out to all my friends and family and supporters who's really supported me during this first video. Couldn't have done it without you guys. I really appreciate the love and support I seen throughout everything. It was amazing. I just really felt loved and it was just really cool. But the first person I definitely want to thank is the man above God. Couldn't have been able to done it without him, letting the words come to my mind, letting me be this type of person who I know I can have a good impact on people who I'm around or just in life in general. I know I can do it without him. So big shout out to the man above, God. Couldn't have done without you, big guy. Thank you so much. And let's just get right into it, man. So this is a new segment on the show that I'm gonna do every week from now on. It's called a quote of the week. And so I'm gonna give a quote. I'm gonna say how I feel about it, and in the comments, I want you to see how you feel about it too. Like, what does that quote mean to you? How do you interpret it? Because like I say, I'm a big learner for perspectives and just really seeing how other people think besides the way I think. And shout out to my cousin Jay, man. This quote comes from him. I'm not either going, I'm the type of person, I give people credit for what it's due, because I'm not the type of person to say, yeah, I came up with everything that I do, da 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 da. No, everybody in this life, we need help, a lot of people won't even make it in life without help. So it's just like, that's just the way it goes. But the quote of this week is, if you look like you don't want for anything, you get everything. Now pause for a minute and just think about that, right? So what does that mean to you? If you look like you don't want for anything, you get everything. What does that sound like? What does that feel like to you? How does that make you feel? How is that relatable to your life? Well, the way I see that quote, it's like, if you're really focused on you and you're not focused on external things that don't really matter to you, making yourself a better person or becoming the best version of yourself, it really doesn't matter. But it's like 9 times out of 10, once you don't go looking for things, they naturally come. It's almost like the same thing with love. Like, well, if you don't go looking for love, like, it's just supposed to naturally come. A lot of people in life, they want to force things or feel like they always need to be seen or heard by the things that they do or say. But 9 times out of 10, it's like, most people always pay attention to the person in the room that's not talking, that's not really saying too much. Everybody's like, oh my God, like, what's wrong with her? What's wrong with him? Like, why are they not, engaged in conversation? You ever been somewhere and, you just been a little quiet? People ask you, hey, are you okay? Like, what's going on with you? And you'd be like, yeah, I'm fine. But it's like, you're not reaching for nobody's attention, validation when it comes to things. So it's like, that make people attract to you more, and they be like, okay, something a little different about her or him. It's like, you just, it's an energy they pull towards, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, I really believe in that too. Like, even shout out to the guys, like, when it comes to girls, like, you could be in a room, you could be at a little kickback, you could see a girl that you really want, but it's like 5 of the dudes you see going up to her, all in the face, giving her the attention and everything that most girls look for. But it's like, you come in there and you speak, you go on about your day. It's like, now, like, she worried about you, like, dang, why you ain't say nothing to me? Or, why you ain't give me this attention the rest of the guys been giving me, and things like that. And it's just like, you're not looking like you thirsty. You looking like, you just, you're not looking for anything. You're looking for you worried about you. And it's just like, and that's real. And I just want people to, like I say, if you look like you don't want for anything, you get everything. That's what jobs, career, just in life, it's just like, as long as you're doing you and you're on your own path, you're doing your own way, people can really, people really just gravitate towards you. It's like, you're not looking for any extra validation, any extra attention, just things like that. So that's what the quote means to me. So we're gonna move on. So this week's topic is overthinking. I know that is a big, big, big subject in our community, especially college. People my age, overthinking, it could definitely be a killer of all things. It can stop, it could either make or break a situation with anything, like anything you think about. If it's a relationship, if it's a job opportunity, if it's the way you think you should speak to people, like when you're going on an interview and stuff like that. It just, sometimes, truthfully, like, overthinking can really kill your confidence and purpose. Because you have to think about it. It's like, dang, like, say, shout out to the guys again, like, You going up to a girl, you like, dang, like, I really want to go talk to this girl, but it's like, man, like I don't know what to say. Like, is she gonna like me? Is she gonna, like what I have on? Like, I don't make sure I want to say the wrong thing. And it's like 9 times out of 10, you talk yourself out of the situation in general. You don't even end up going up to the girl because you thought about it for way too long. And now the opportunity's either left, it's either you talk yourself out of it or she left. You know what I'm saying? I've been there. I've been, for a person, I'm a natural overthinker too, but I have to really just snap myself out of it and say, hey, always got me. I have to have the confidence in myself. I have God on my side. So with that, you really can't be beaten. And that's another thing too. Like, overthinking can really kill your purpose, because it's like, if God sets you for a purpose, He's gonna put that in your mind and definitely on your heart. And so it's like, with you overthinking and you feel like you can't do it, or you may not be good enough, or it's like, dang, it's not the right time. It's not the right time. But it's like, it's never really a right time for anything. A lot of things in life are just really like risk taking, and you got to take that that leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? And be able to just put yourself out there at all times through anything. And that's just the truth of the matter. Like, take for example, right? You're going on a job interview. You know, you stressing all week, what to say to the interviewer, how should you say it, how should you not say it. And don't get me wrong, when you at a job interview, you definitely want to articulate yourself very well. You want to be able to speak fluently, answer all the questions. But at the same time, it's like, you have to remember, like, that's another human on the other side of that's another human on the side of the phone or the computer, however, or even in person, wherever you interviewing at. It's like, people have to be able to see that you're relatable. You're not doing things that sound politically correct all the time. It's like, give people a true honest answer. Don't say things that make you seem like you rehearsed it, or you're reading off of a script. Honesty is the best policy, and you have to let people know, like, yes, I want this job. If that's with anything though, you have to really know to not overthink and just keep pushing, and just always put yourself in the best position to succeed with anything. And so, this is another quote that I always hang on to. I kind of live by it. Is accept what is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be. And that's true, because it's like a lot of times, especially when it comes to overthinking, like, you have to accept things for what they are, really have clarity and really see the situation for what it is, no matter the person you're dealing with, no matter what they say. A lot of people can say things, but you have to believe people's actions. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you don't believe actions, then it's just another form of delusion. And I want to tell all my viewers, don't have time to be delusional. No matter how old you are, woman, man, any race, any species, you don't have time to be delusional. You have to believe who people are and what they're showing you to be. Don't, like they say, love is an action word. Oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. But then they treating you terrible. Is that love? With a person who loves you, will they do that? So it's like, you have to see things for what it is. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you have to let go. You have to let go of people. You have to let go of bad situations that no longer serve you, that no longer bring you any happiness, peace, clarity, mental solitude. You know what I'm saying? And just let it be free. And then have faith in what will be. You know what I mean? Just really have faith in God, and pray to Him. Ask Him for your dream person, your dream life. Become your dream you before any of the other dreams can become true. That means you want to be with somebody and things of that nature too. And let's also go back to the subject of overthinking. Well, a lot of people remember this. Overthinking can definitely come from the seeking of validation from others. And that is a huge, huge thing that I think a lot of people really fail to just really realize. Like, half the time when you overthinking, you really always thinking about what other people think about you. Like, oh, I'm finna go out. I need to put on the freshest fit. So and so gonna be at the party. I've been da 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 da. Forget it. Forget it. Because when the party's over, nobody's gonna remember what you had on. Nobody's gonna remember how your hair really was, if you wore red this day, or if you wore it again from 2 weeks later. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to let other people's judgments, opinions about you, let it out the door. Let it out the door, because it doesn't matter. As long as you happy with you, and your God is happy with you because He's the one that made you. That's all that matters. And I really want people to know that the seeking of validation from others will literally kill you. You will be, and see, the thing about seeking validation from others, the more you do what they want you to do, the more they move the goalposts. Or you think you're closer to what they, how they see you, The more they move, the more. And then you just running, trying to catch up with everything that they say you should and shouldn't be. And then you're losing your mind in the process. You're losing you in the process. You're losing you, trying to seek validation from somebody else that really doesn't matter. As long as your friends and family love you, that's all that really matters too. And even then, with friends and family, they may not agree with everything you say or do. And even then, you still got to march to the beat of your own drum. You got to say, hey, you respect people's opinions, you hear them out, you hear what they got to say. But at the end of the day, you got to do you. Remember that. You got to do you. If you can't do you for anybody else, do it for you. Do it for you and only you. Because, like you say, like not like you say, but how they say, the old saying, you came into this world alone, you leaving alone too. So the opinion of yourself should only matter for you. And to my last point for this video, I just wanna this is something I really want to emphasize about how overthinking can really rob you from certain opportunities and walking through certain doors. And I've had to learn this too with many numerous things. Let's talk about when it relates to people. Okay, so overthinking can really stop you from, as a dude, going to talk to a girl, even females going up and talk to a guy. You know what I'm saying? You go through all these thoughts in your head. Okay, when I get over there, what I'm gonna say, what I'm gonna do, how the conversation gonna flow. For the guys, think about this. When you go up to a female, instead of thinking, oh my God, like, is she gonna like me? Ask yourself, will I like this female if I go up to her? You know what I'm saying? Instead of, oh my God, will she like me? Will she like me? Ask yourself, are you gonna like her? Are you gonna like her as a person? Do you even like the way she look for real when you finally walk up to her? Do you like the way she smell? Do you like what she have on? You know what I'm saying? Do you like the way she talk? Do you like the way she articulate herself? Ask yourself that. A lot of dudes, they get caught up in the midst of trying to gain so much validation from the female species. They not even seeing, asking themselves, are they happy with the situation they in? Do they really like the girl? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, those are the type of things you have to ask for yourself. And ladies, when it comes to y'all, a lot of, I'll never go up to a man, it's just too much. I can't face rejection. This isn't this. It's a part of life, especially a man's life. We deal with it every day. It's just, if you get her, you get her. If you don't, it's okay. Let it roll off your shoulder. Let it may be. I remember my mom was telling me, younger, if people don't want to be a part of your life, let them go. If people don't want to experience you, that's okay too. A lot of people have to remember, if you're a tree and the leaves, speaking about people, if they don't want to be on your tree, let them fall off. You'll continue to grow either way. In any type of season in your life, you'll continue to grow, and God, the sun and the rain with Mother Nature will continue to nourish you, whether the tree stays on, or whether the leaf stays on, or it falls off. So people have to remember that too. All that overthinking about what people are gonna, if they're gonna accept you, if they're gonna like you, if they're gonna be for you, let it go and let it play out and let it see how it be. Because you finally going up to a girl, or you finally going up to a guy and seeing that, that could be your person, but you overthinking, like, wow, like, you know, I'm just, what I'm saying, just overthinking about it way too much, way too much. Now let's get into a situation where we talk about overthinking when it comes to walking through certain doors and opportunities. For all my college people, internships are a big part of our lives right now. Trying to interview for them, trying to be the best version of ourselves for them, trying to say the right things, trying to articulate ourselves and our words very correctly. But I think a lot of people in the midst of that really forget that you're just talking to another person, another human being with emotions and a brain just like you. And sometimes with overthinking, you can talk yourself out of a lot of things too. And not even in the sense of not going up and getting to it, but literally being in the moment and just freezing. Like literally freezing. Like literally every day before I get on this podcast and make this video, I ask God, God, please bless me and grant me with the words to just keep my mind afloat, keep these words flowing. And even if I, stumble, mess up, I just always try to keep going and keep pushing myself forward. But back to my original point. This is basically about walk, or how overthinking can stop you from walking through certain doors when it comes for opportunities. So say you had a job interview and the interviewers ask you a bunch of questions and you're sounding very professional, articulate, but you're giving, not in a sense, hum, human answers. You're giving politically correct answers. And what I mean by that is you're saying what you need to say, but you're not really expressing yourself how you should be. Like, based on the question they ask you, just be real about it. Give your true opinion, give your true self, let people know about you, what you are, what you stand for in life, what you mean, what you can bring to the company, what you hope to learn, how you want to be knowledgeable, how you always want to grow, how you always want to become the best version of yourself, a better person every day, and how you think, working with them and them also working with you will further help their company and help further your career and your success. But you saying robotistic answers like, just anything that sounds like you're trying to be too, you know, it's kind of like a square. You don't want to be a square any type of way. You want to flow. You want to flow. You want to be smooth, cool. Cool. You want to be cool. Cool. Yes. Yes, cool. And that's what I mean. So you just want everything to just flow naturally. You want to have an energy where people feel like they can talk to you. Like I always say, be relatable. You pulling people close to you. People are really having to really tune in and see what you're saying because it looks like you know what you're talking about. You sound very smart. You articulating yourself in a very well manner. And you just sound intelligent and knowledgeable about what you're saying, the topics, the questions they're asking you, what you can bring to the company and to the forefront. Anything you do, that's just not with jobs. That's just with anything. When people are talking to you, trying to ask you about advice, you want to be able to just, it's a human thing. It's the emotion. It's the mental capacity to want to connect with people to really, when people look at you and you talk, they want to be like this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like wow, like he or she really know what they're talking about, or at least it sounds like that to the human person. And even if you don't know what you're talking about, you can still make yourself sound knowledgeable. It's about what you're saying to the next person, so they can really feel what you're saying to them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this week's episode was just about overthinking because I know overthinking is a big thing, not even for people my age, for older people, younger people. People are killing themselves every day, looking at photos, pictures of themselves, just overthinking like, dang, is this video cute to post enough? Sending it to their sister, their friends, like, oh my God, like, can I post this? You think it is? But you have to ask yourself, do you like it? Before you ask anybody else, do you like the post? Do you anything? You know what I'm saying? You have to have that type of confidence in yourself to just keep pushing with anything. You don't need anybody else's validation for anything that you do in this life besides God. I'm telling you. 'Cause people are always gonna have their opinion, whether you like it or not. Everybody's entitled to it, like I said in the first video. But like I say, you should have enough confidence and reassurance in yourself. Because when it comes to other people's validation, it's out the window. You're not worried about it because you're not overthinking it. You're not overthinking the situation. You're not thinking like, oh, is this picture cute enough? Or should I wear this? Or should I talk like this? Or should I say this right now when it comes to dealing with certain people? Mm-mm. Everything flows. Everything you confident. No matter what anybody else has to say, you're confident in what you're doing and what you're saying and how you're carrying yourself. And that'll relate to other people and they'll see that energy and they'll see those vibrations. Other people, they envy people like that. They envy confident people. But I think a lot of people don't realize a lot of confidence really comes from faith. And I mean that in a religious standpoint from God. When you have confidence in yourself, but also through the word of God and what you're learning through your Bible, going to Bible study, church, and really having faith in the word, all that confidence exudes off. I look at a person like Deion Sanders. People think he's arrogant. He's has a big head. He's too ahead of himself. But you know what? He's close with the Lord. He'll let you know that. He'll let you know he has a purpose, he has a calling, and he feels like he that guy. And he carries himself like that. And I feel like that's why he's so successful in all his ventures because he knows he's confident in his work and his words, but it's also from the man above. And you can't beat that. So you know what I'm saying? And that's just real. So I just want everybody to know from this episode, stop overthinking. Let it go. Accept what it is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be. Like I said, my name is Cody Sneed, SDS. Thank you, Intuition family. This is episode 2. Many more to come. Thank you for all the love, support, and just appreciation from the first episode. I cannot do this without you guys. I'm so excited to be on this journey with you. And it's more to come. This is the Intuition Podcast, the art of trusting what you feel, and where instinct meets insight. Holla at your boy.
I'm in a trance.